Hi, this is Alan from Alpus Group, and I'm going to just run through a proposal to transform the value of your property. So the question is, does your business need cash flow? Every business needs cash flow, and in these uncertain times, it may be worth considering, does your business have physical assets that may be transformed in value? So if your business has physical assets that can be transformed in value, Alpus may be able to help you to improve your cash flow by redeveloping those physical assets and transforming the value of your property. So by increasing the cash flow, we can increase the value of the property. So can Alpus redevelop assets in order to create cash flow? The answer is yes. Alpus can redevelop suitable property in order to create cash flowing assets. I can explain how Alpus can do this and how we can help you to transform the value of your property. What is cash flow and why is it important for businesses? Well, obviously cash flow is essential for any business. It's the lifeblood of an organization and is used to meet all current commitments such as wages and salaries, tax payments, business tax, travelling expenses, purchases for current ledger and petty cash obligations that may arise. If a company cannot meet its obligations from its cash flow, it will eventually fail. If you have a problem with cash flow, or you think you may have a problem in the near future, then talk to us at Alpus and we may be able to formulate a creative solution that will help you to transform the value of your property and create additional cash flow for your business. How can you improve your company's cash flow situation? In 2023, trading conditions are tough. There's rampant inflation, there's much uncertainty in many of the markets. Businesses that previously took their positive cash flow for granted are now struggling to find customers as their clients adapt to meet their own rising living costs and therefore may be unable to maintain previous levels of expenditure, which is the business's cash flow. We may be able to repurpose your land or buildings to a different use and thereby create additional cash flow for your business. What are some common causes of cash flow problems in businesses? Common causes of cash flow problems are as follows: unexpected demands from unusual sources, reduced regular cash flow from sales, loss of market share, tough economic conditions owing to recession that implies increased costs of operating, and lower sales, putting a squeeze on margins. What are the consequences of not having enough cash flow in a business? The effects of unexpected loss of cash flow may be inability to meet current commitments. If short-term credit is not available or additional working capital or improved cash flow in a short time scale, then the business may be forced to sell off assets or ultimately close down if no solution is found. How can you prevent cash flow problems from happening in the first place? In some cases, it may be possible to set aside a cash reserve during good trading conditions for use when adverse conditions may arise. What should you do if you're experiencing a cash flow crisis? Sometimes, despite your best efforts, you find that you've used up all your cash reserves and there is still a cash shortfall. In those cases, you may need to think outside the box about what sort of alternative strategies you may be able to implement so as to improve your cash flow. How can you start improving your business's cash flow situation today? Alpus can investigate and review what potential for improved cash flow there could be from redeveloping your existing land and buildings. We will prepare a feasibility report which identifies opportunities for development of your property in order to improve cash flow. What sort of things may be possible? We've initiated the repurposing of space in commercial property to residential for short-term rentals or serviced accommodation usage. Alternatively, land may be possible to be developed for residential purposes or possibly for commercial usage depending on the location, access and suitability. Alpus are specialists at transforming property value, so speak to us and get a no-obligation consultation about the development potential of your land or buildings. Alpus has access to commercial funding from many different sources, so we can arrange funding of capital improvements when necessary, even if you are suffering cash flow problems yourself. Telephone Alan on +44 7539 141257 or +44 333 224 1257, or schedule a call with Alan on calendly.com/AlanJE, or drop an email to alan@alpusgroup.com. Cheers for now.